It'd be Rob for the ball.
Here we go then, the final of Players Championship 27, the penultimate event of the 4, brought to you live on PDC TV over the course of the week here in Barnsley, and it is a meeting between 2 world champions, including the current one, Peter Wright, who takes
Peter's
on
won the ball.
Rob Cross after a blistering display from Voltage in his semi-final win over Callan Ridge, an average of just shy of 111 from Rob Cross in that one. He takes on the world number 1
60
in the tournament decider for £12,000 and the equivalent in ranking points. Chris Murphy and Johnny Bryan here to talk you through it.
97.
Thank you, Chris. Yes, pleasure to be watching 2 titans of the sport tussling out for a PDC title. As you mentioned, Rob Cross in blistering form in that semi-final. Very much the opposite for Peter Wright, who was very much didn't get out of first gear against Ryan Meikle in that match I previously commented on with Dan Dawson, and a nice 180 from Rob Cross. He's going to have to up the ante against Cross, though, if he wants to seek that 45th PDC title of his career.
Yeah, it didn't take long for the pair to hit the first maxes, but Rob Cross is the best performer statistically today, the only man with a tournament average in 3 figures, and has hit 10 more 180s than Peter Wright, including the one in this leg.
60.
22 now for Cross, 12 for Wright.
As 8 is the magic number for the
140
Players Championship 27 here in Barnsley. Rob Cross 164. Well, he may have a dart here if he does number 12 19. Hello, bullseye. The traditional step away, eye in, bullseye. Thank you very much. What a start for Rob Cross against the darts as well. Boom, boom. Set your stall out from the off. 164. Thank you very much.
Well, Peter Wright is chuckling away in the background. Rob Cross kind of just shrugged it off, didn't he, with that reaction? And that is the epitome of picking up where you left off.
99.
Having averaged almost 111 in that semi-final against Callan Ridge, the man who'd averaged something similar in his quarter-final victory over Alan Souter.
Yeah, I commented on that game where Callan Ridge against Alan Souter, and then the only stopped Alan having only 3 darts at a double across the 7 legs. Such was the demolition job he did.
94.
And before that, Rob Cross had got the better of Lowe. That's Jason, not John. Danny Baggish, Brendan Dolan, George Killington and Stephen Bunting.
But looking at the scores on the way
55.
route to this final, but he's had matches, you know. Jason Lowe was a 6-4, Brendan Dolan was a 6-4, Killington a 6-4 as well, 7-5 against Red, so he's match sharp
53.
coming to this final.
Yeah, Peter Wright's closest encounter was the one that we talked you through over on the other stream against Josh Rock, when he only led in the very last leg.
97.
A 6-5 success for Peter Wright, but everything else has been victories by a margin of 3 legs or better.
$85.
So cross down to a ton 70.
Well, that would be some way to start the match, wouldn't it?
Well,
164 followed by the big fish.
164 followed by a 170.
58.
And well, both going to have a crack at it. But Rob Cross will have first go.
And if it sounds too good to be true, it probably is.
58.
But not much inroads made in that 170 though. So Peter Wright will sense an opportunity here. 170. Just above. And no
60.
treble found for the 2-time world champion. And both of the guys just having a little conversation here. They're not sure, maybe a disturbance from the back there, Chris?
Yeah, there's some noise. I don't think it was anything to do with Rob Cross. I don't think there's any accusation by Wright on his opponent. They seem to be in agreement that something's going on behind the curtain, so to speak.
Yeah.
Not sure what it is, but I'm sure the PDC security in the hall in the Barnsley Metrodome will soon sort it out.
38.
$110 for Wright. treble 18 will seek out the double.
92.
Across to double his lead. Chooses double 10 by finding that, for him, favourite treble. But can't
64.
find the end bit.
So to strike back against the darts. 2 9s.
Game shot.
And the two-time world champion does so. Levels back the game. Breaks back straight away. 1-1.
Well, if you're looking for clues based on their previous meetings, then you'd be stumped a little bit, because they've played 28 matches. Peter Wright has won 13, Rob Cross has won 13, and the other two were draws in the Premier League.
140.
Although Wright has won both of their meetings this year, including a semi-final success in Gibraltar just last Sunday.
93.
And then was having double trouble in that final leg against Damon Heta.
Yeah, real mess it ended
96.
in, didn't it, before Heta finally got over the line, although I don't think anybody can really say that he didn't deserve a title on the European Tour based on the entire season, Damon Heta.
86.
And Peter Wright having won one already this year after probably one of the most surprising stats in World Darts, a 5-year gap between European Tour titles for Peter Wright.
140.
5 years that saw him become world champion twice and world number 1 twice.
Cross going across to the 18s. And found 2 of them. How about all 3?
162.
Fill your boots, son, to leave it on 60.
Told you it was his favourite. Becoming even more friendly with it now, but Wright wants treble 20. And now he wants double 20.
85.
Problem for Rob is he can't use treble 18 here.
But he can use the treble 20. How about another? How about tops? For 2-1. And another breaker throw.
Game
Oh,
shot.
wow. 164 in the first leg. 160 in the third. Cross 2-1 up.
And that is one of the most brilliant spells of darts that you could wish to see. A couple of visits there. Rob Cross cleaning up 322 in 6 darts.
81.
3 treble 18s, 2 treble 20s and tops.
All 3 legs going against the darts in this final here in Barnsley on this Saturday evening.
180.
As Wright hits the ton 80. And could we have 4 legs on the spin going against the darts?
100.
Well, the way Rob Cross is playing, he might need a 9-darter. And it's on. 4 of them find the red bit. 5 of them in that treble 20. Make it 6.
Back-to-back 180s. To leave Peter Wright on 141. Rob Cross chasing. Well then. What else can we get conjured up here in this final? Going downstairs to start it. On the 141. No dice.
Yeah, the treble 17 would have left
57.
90 for Peter Wright. I assume treble 18, double 19 would have been the route. We'll never know. And Rob Cross is going to ramp up the pressure here. Turns the
108.
heat dial to maximum. With a maximum. Where's Peter? Is he starting on the bull? Or 16s? It is 16s. For double 18.
Game shot.
So good, this. 11 darter from Snakebite. Another breaker throw.
And we're level. 2-all. 4 legs against the darts. Nobody can hold serve so far in this tie. But both of them averaging in 3 figures. I mentioned at the start, Chris, with regards to Peter Wright's performance in the semi-final, it was very pedestrian. This is a different Peter Wright that I saw about 20 minutes ago. Focused. Seeking that 45th PDC title.
Yeah, you don't go to the heights
60.
that he has without being able to go through the gears. And Wright is doing that here. Astonishing that both of them are averaging north of 102, and they've missed 4 darts at double between
80.
them in the match. If this standard is going to be maintained, it will go down as one of the classic Pro Tour encounters, and they had a real classic in a semi-final A few years
100.
ago, many of you have been watching us on PDC TV since we started streaming the Pro Tours, may well remember it. It was a match between Wright and Cross.
100.
Where both players were averaging around the 110 mark. That was in Milton Keynes. In fact, I undersold that one a little bit there because Peter Wright in that match was over 120. Played it safe.
85.
It was a great last start from Peter Wright. He wasn't sure where he wanted to take that one from Rotherham or Leeds on the hockey there. It was all over the place, but he got the job done in the end.
55.
And now we'll have two visits here at 156 for the first holder throw.
He corrects it with the second dart.
118.
That was a brush, and the last dart was a dustpan.
Champagne darts from Rob Cross. To lead 32. Peter Wright, awkward double 19, but he's going straight at it.
Game shot.
And only needs one dart. The first holder throw in this final. And it goes to the two-time world champion. 3-2.
We just had a glance at the screen there. Now, I'm not sure whether it was to check who was throwing first in the next leg, because that hasn't counted for too much in this match,
57.
or whether he was trying to get an eye on his average, Peter Wright, because he's a man who likes the numbers. He does hold the record for the highest average ever broadcast here on the PDC
128.
stream. 123.5 in a whitewash win over Krzysztof Ratajski here in Barnsley.
100.
Yeah, just looking, in fact, at Rob Cross's highest average of 114.2.
Yeah, so it's somewhere near that, wasn't it?
81.
His semi-final match today.
But Cross now the man chasing.
180.
And that will help. It's getting down to 164 after 9 in this sixth leg. A leg he started, by the way. And Peter Wright looking for an instant response.
140.
And a match he started with a 164. This time he's going the different route. 54. 60. He was trying to do 164 twice, two different ways.
69 scored, 95 left.
And a rueful grin across Peter Wright's face there as that second dart went in. 85 to go. 95, I should say.
88.
Leave 76. 152 for Peter Wright, though. This to extend the lead to 2. Should he get it?
Well, there's loads of room there. An ocean to the left of that dart. But he can't make a splash, and Rob Cross will return to try and level this one up.
140.
For a level game. Should have one dart at a double. One dart is all he'll get. 16. Oh, no, Roberts.
58.
He's left himself 18 as well. So Peter Wright coming back in for 12.
Yeah, I'm sure. I don't think he had any idea what he was leaving. He threw the dart away because he thinks it's inevitable that Peter Wright will hit the double with one of these three darts. It will need to be double three. And now Rob Cross looks a little bit silly for being a little bit careless. But he can rescue the leg.
He's splitting it. 10 for double 4.
Game shot.
And it works. Unorthodox routes. Some players don't like going that way. They'd rather have 3 darts in hand. And if you have an opportunity to take it, you take it. But, alas, level game. 3-3.
Well, splitting it makes the decision just to throw the last dart look even more silly, doesn't it? Because he could have given himself 3 darts at an even double if he'd thought about it.
25.
Anyway, all's well that ends well for Rob Cross. 3-3 in a race to 8 legs. A match that certainly has started well.
100.
Yeah, both players hovering around the 100 mark on the averages. Peter Wright has had more darts at the double
81.
so far. But alas, we are a level game.
Cross with the highest finish, Wright with the best leg. And as we
96.
indicated when we reflected that head-to-head record. Just nothing between them. No idea who to make the favourite in this match.
180.
Well, that'll make Wright the favourite in this leg, that is for sure. 205, 18s for Rob Cross. And again, looking to fill his boots. And does so.
162.
Well, it's 3 180s apiece, but it's 2 162s for Rob Cross as well. They don't get recorded in any stats, but they're perfect visits. With 3 big trebles.
59.
So 143 coming in from Rob Cross. Which way is he going to go here?
He could start on 18s.
And does so. 89 to go, so treble 19 will leave double 16. Double 16, this for a 143 to go along with the 160 and the 164 so far for Rob Cross. Oh, wonderful! A 164 in the first leg, a 160 in the third leg, and now in the 7th leg, a 143. Rob Cross with champagne darts.
The finishing has just been sublime. And not just
60.
the finishing, but how we set it up. 2 of those finishes were preceded by those 162s where he'd hit 3 treble 18s. He's seemingly halfway through the leg and then suddenly bang. The leg disappears in no time at all.
$59.
More importantly, that was a breaker throw. Rob Cross, 2 lacklustre visits on his own darts in
41.
this 8th leg, and Peter Wright, maybe that was a sucker punch.
$134.
And the cover darts so far from Rob Cross, especially on the treble 18s, of what we've seen here, Chris, has been sublime.
Yeah, there was an early indication that he was right on the money with that target, and he's just seemingly hit it ever since. I don't think there'll be time to go through and find out if he's actually missed it going for it in this match, but I can't recall.
123.
That little slip just maybe gives Wright a chance, but he needs to do something similar to what Rob Cross has done. 300 plus, he's going out in 6 darts, and Wright's not going to do that.
83.
So we could get a bit of daylight here.
125. 75 to go here. Treble 17 will leave double 12. Mopping up with an 18 to leave
85.
tops. Peter all the way back on 217.
He did the pragmatic thing there, Rob Cross, but that looked like a lovely bullseye to me. Kind of wish Peter was on the finish to see if he'd have gone the 25 ball route.
177.
He is now. He's on the same finish after another 3 treble return. Will he return in this leg? Double 10. No, he won't, because Rob Cross once again pins a double, and for the first time in the match opens up a bit of a buffer.
3 on the spin for the world champion of 2018.
59.
We've had 7 maximums, 2 162s, a 177. The scoring has been top draw. The finishing from Rob Cross has been the difference so far. That's why he's a couple of legs in front. The setting up of the finishing as well.
96.
And you can see that on the averages, only a slither between the pair.
60.
But you argue so far it's the finishing from Rob Cross, the 3 down out shots, the 164 in the first leg, the 160 in the third, and the 143 in the 7th.
Yeah, well, they've both had the same amount of darts at double.
60.
Rob's hit 5, Peter's hit 3. And no surprise then that Wright's average just a shade
59.
higher, because Rob Cross was taking out his finishes when Wright was waiting on doubles or in that kind of range.
60.
And now it seems that Peter Wright has just dropped down a gear momentarily in this leg. Opens the door. The light flickering through the door pane for Rob Cross. Can he step through it? Only down to 190.
Well, it's the longest race of the day, but get the sense that for Peter Wright, this leg could be crucial.
97.
Huge difference, isn't there, between getting back to 5-4 and finding himself being 6-3 down with Cross throwing in leg 10.
134.
But once again, the cover shots from Cross have been phenomenal. 129. Got to start on the 19th for Peter Wright. Does so. 72 left. Now, this is the second option here. Sometimes the 19 is more favourable because you know which way to go. Trouble 20 bullseye. 72 to go. He's gone double 16 for double top. Not on this occasion.
117.
More conventional. I mean, double doubles have become very popular, but more conventional on that shot is 2 double 18s, throwing 2 at the same target. Rob Cross decides against double 18 here. Often his go-to in crucial legs. Chooses tops instead. Or maybe he'll think again next time, but double 10 bailed him out last time, and it gets him 3 clear.
And that's 4 legs on the spin for Rob Cross. 2 breaks a throw. And now throw in for a 7-3 lead.
134.
It's relentless, and Wright is going to have to up it. He's played well.
60.
But we have seen Rob Cross will do the right things at the right time, haven't we? Even a bad dart was followed by a good one. Last dart in hand finishes
100.
always hurt more. He's missed 4 at double in the match, but on a couple of those
60.
occasions they haven't mattered because he's hit it with the next dart and not allowed Wright back to the hockey in the leg.
But this is a great visit from Rob Cross. A superb visit. And now clear daylight between the two in this leg. And Rob Cross looking a big favourite now to go 4 up with 5 to play.
180.
And to take his second player's title of the year.
Yep.
Yeah, and it would be 2 in 4 events for Rob Cross, having won here in Barnsley at Players Championship 24
79.
in August. It took him a long old while to win one, but he might be timing his run just at the right time of the season.
125.
So this to go 4 clear.
Game shot.
4 clear it is for Rob Cross. He's on the hill, 1 leg away from victory here in Barnsley. 7-3 now. Wright needs 5 on the spin.
Yeah, having led the match 3-2. Needs to do to Rob Cross what Cross has just done to him.
123.
In a really gripping final. Very high standard.
59.
Rob Cross, without hitting the heights in terms of the average that he did in the semi against Cullen Ridge, you could make an argument that this is an even better performance.
180.
But Peter Wright will not go quietly into the night. He will try and fight for every dart. Such is the character
92.
of the double world champion.
Well, I think it would be a fitting way for Rob Cross to win this match to finish 350 in 6 starts, because he's done 305,
62.
he's done 322. 180 followed by 170. Not going to happen.
I was about to say, I'll buy you dinner, Chris, if that's the case.
26.
Yeah, I noted you waited until he missed before you said that, Johnny.
136. Peter Wright downstairs for 16s
96.
now to leave tops. Rob Cross way back. He needs big finish, or big visit, I should say.
Well, yeah, even
Make
after.
inroads. Yeah, and then even then he would still be a
92.
massive outsider. So Peter Wright here to hold throw to reduce the arrears to 3.
Double 10. We'll try and slide it in off the barrel and into the
30.
bed, but he's the wrong side, and it could still get sticky from here for Peter Wright. Double 5 is a dodgy double, an odd numbered one. Cross needs to find some trebles. He's dried up all of a sudden.
42.
Peter may have the option of splitting this if he wants to. Instead, he's going to go right at it. And does get it. So the arrears reduced to 3. The rot has been stopped. Rob Cross now throwing for the match. 7-4 he leads.
Well, if you're going to come up dry for a few visits, have them all at the same time and then get back on it in the very next leg. And Rob Cross looks like that's exactly what he intends to do with a 140 start in what he hopes is going to be the last leg of this tournament.
60. $99.
And now has got the finish line in his sights. Knowing Peter Wright is way back on 4-4-1 here and needs a couple of trebles to try and make inroads, and that's not going to happen.
60.
And you can see, trying every trick in the book here, Peter Wright, to try and find something. It's not happening for him. In the meantime, Cross now inching his way towards victory.
140.
And it's down to a finish.
Nothing Peter Wright can do. Can't get down to one himself, and Rob Cross will have choices here. May start on the bullseye. Well, that was the intention. Won't be going out in this visit, but we'll be setting it up, or
42.
We'll try to set it up.
Well, he's an even 80 at treble 3. And Wright needs 2 trebles to put pressure on. They're not happening. It hasn't happened in this final for Peter
96.
Wright. He was 3-2 up, just to remind you. Rob Cross 5 on the spin, and now 2 darts at double 10 for this title here in Barnsley.
60.
And a little chuckle from Voltage. He'll be back.
Yeah, had so much time to get it done.
81.
Peter Wright, a good run. The world #1 reaching the final.
No score.
But Rob Cross has bust, and there may yet be a twist in this tungsten tail.
Well indeed. 104, Peter Wright. Well, there's the 4.
Well, Rob's looked at that, and you get the sense he knows what's coming next.
Treble 20 for tops, for a 104 to stay in the tie.
84.
Just below.
Cross thought after such a bad dart that Peter Wright was going to clean it up there. But can Cross finally claim the cash? And Rob Cross is the boss in Barnsley. He defeats the world #1 Peter Wright 8-4 in the final.